Good evening to you, Mzansi, and a warm welcome to the first annual mpintshi Awards 2021. I'm your host, Tabile TTO, and I'm getting ready to take over with you tonight, celebrating young people all across the country doing absolutely phenomenal things. A big shout out to our sponsors, which are, of course, the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund and, of course, the new Love Life Trust. Now, connect with us across every social media platform. It is, of course, at Love Life NGO. Educate yourself, inform yourself. We've got so much in store on our socials. Tonight's hashtag is hashtag mpintshi Awards 2021. We've got an all-star lineup for you, kickstarting with Dorcas Mshayise, who is a life counselor who'll be chatting all things psychosocial support. Then we're joined from the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. Dr. Stan Maposa is in the house. And then finally, we've got actress and life coach Umuhao Mutlatsi. Then on the ones and twos, we've got DJ Mkonto and Fiso L Musica. For now though, please welcome the CEO of the new Love Life Trust, Dr. Linda Ngube Gomba.
Mpintshis are an important part of what we do at Love Life, and they're also an important part of any community. What is a mpintshi? It's that young person who's taken it upon themselves to go about, identify a need in the community, and then start to figure out how to address it. It's the young person that helps the gogos when they need to go and collect their medication at the clinic. It's the young person that's a safe place for somebody else to go and share their secrets and know that those secrets are safe. They form part of our cohort of young people that we use to implement different programs in communities, making sure that we empower young people with the information that they need to know to take control of their health and to power the future. In 2021, as Love Life, we decided that we needed to recognize these young people. Most of the time, they're doing it for no pay and doing it out of passion. And we need to ignite that passion in young people, to give them the purpose that they need to be able to make a difference in their lives and in the lives of those around them. So to the mpintshis who are part of this team, who have been nominated by the communities for the great work that they're doing, well done for making it to the nominations. And I hope that this is an award ceremony that is not only for what happened in 2021, but that going into the future, we will encourage young people to use their skills, their talents, their passion to make a difference.
A big shout out to our CEO for that message of support. You are still tuned into the first annual mpintshi Awards. I'm your host, Tabile TTO, and we are taking over and celebrating the young people all across the country doing phenomenal things in their communities. I'm sure you guys are dying to find out who those finalists are. We are live across every social media platform. It is at Love Life NGO, hashtag mpintshi Awards 2021. Enough with the chit-chat, let's get into those finalists. Here are your mpintshi Awards 2021 finalists.
Nongeba Maloba, Zwake Vilani, Lucky Jaji, Tepiso Mahato, Ntabiseng Fuyani, Spiwe Monde, Lerato Moko, Tabo Ndwatwe, Betty Maunatlala, William Mutupi, Tepiso Malema.
The mpintshi Awards are a platform designed to celebrate young people of South Africa by recognizing their contribution to society through good deeds. In a country where young people are often referred to as a sad generation, Love Life aims to turn that narrative around because there is more to young people than what is spoken about or displayed. The program captures the already existing untold stories of hope, dedication, and willingness to bring change and shine the spotlight on young people and ultimately encourage young people to do more.
A big shout out to the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, who will be sponsoring our top 3 Mpintshis. The third place will walk away with a whopping 2,000 Rand cash prize. The second place holder will walk away with a 3,000 Rand cash prize. And finally, the Mpintshi of the year will walk away with a whopping 5,000 Rand cash prize. If you ask me, do I want that money? I definitely want it.
Greetings to you all. My name is Betty Monatala from Tiklan Village in Zanini, Limpopo. I'm a dancer, I am a singer, I am a model. I'm currently working in Love Life. Love Life is an NGO that is empowering youth to work in Love Life because I believe that everyone has to get a chance. That is whereby I am so passionate of changing people's life and shaping them to become better leaders in the future. So in Love Life, we offer CyberWise, that is whereby you learn about computer literacy, and then we have Health for Life, that is whereby we talk about health. Then Active Lifestyle, that is where we have sports, the exercise, aerobics. Then Living My Life, that is whereby we talk to about how. So our aim is to change young people's lives and becoming a better leaders in the future.
Hello, my name is Lerato Moko of Moko Design House. As you can see the logo behind me, I make and I design accessories from scratch. I make these earrings from scratch. I make these belts from scratch, and we also make sandals from scratch. I believe that was voted for the Love Life mpintshi Awards because I'm creative, I'm very innovative, and I'm a go-getter. I use about anything and everything to come up with these accessories.
Good day, my name is Sajilaki, a founder and a director of Habitat for Humanity Center. We are located in Limpopo under Mopani District Municipality. As an organization, we are running 2 projects at the moment, Land Child and Active Lifestyle. Under Land Child, we are paying for higher institution application fees for the grade 12s to go and further their studies. Under Active Lifestyle, we are running or raising awareness based on gender-based violence, substance abuse, and early dropout from school. So we will create an awareness for that day. The youth will be playing sport while we engage the issue that they face on their daily lives. Why are we nominated, and what is it that we hope to achieve? As an organization, I believe we have worked so hard in trying to combat few issues that affect our people, and our people have taken notice of it. That's why they have nominated us as an organization. And what is it that we hope to achieve soon? We are trying to create a co-fund program that will deal or assist families that are child-headed. Why do we think we deserve this nomination? We are an organization found in a very deep rural area. So this nomination will inspire many kids from this rural area to do better by their people in promoting community building and a better life for all. I just want to thank everybody that has nominated us, my board of managers trying to assist me with this project and assist our organization. I want to also thank our communities for always participating in our events and always trying to engage, help us engage issues that affect our people. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank you guys for nominating, or for allowing us to be nominated on this award. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Good day, Love Lifers. My name is Nonaba Irene Malova. I'm a professional nurse within the government sector. And the initiative I'm going to represent is one that is close to my heart, one that I am the founder of. It's called Empower Me to Empower Her. My purpose is collecting pads for young disadvantaged girls. So what we do in this initiative is we target disadvantaged high schools with disadvantaged girls. We collect as many pads as we can. We receive donations from various people who are willing to give. And I was inspired when I worked in, as a student, I worked at Bar in the government sector, and I was exposed to the poverty thereof, unfortunately. And this young girl was explaining to me the extent that she has to go through when she goes on her period. That's when we realized that we need to do this initiative. What I hope to achieve in the future is to change the syllabus in the high schools, because we realize that a lot of the things that we teach in our initiatives is that children are not being taught a lot of things that they do need to be teenagers, and they are very curious. So what we do on these days is we go to these high schools, we'll go with a whole clinical healthcare, we'll educate these children, feminine hygiene, family planning, what is sex, HIV testing and counseling. We'll collect these pads, and we'll have people in different careers as well, not only in health, but in other career aspects as well, so that these kids can also just ask questions as to other careers, because not all of them are interested in health. I deserve this nomination because this was a very, very different initiative that was brought upon. It was such a big blessing. And just because of the difference of it, people were encaptured by it, I guess, and everyone else wanted to help out. So it was a big blessing. So yeah, we're all about the teens. And to everyone that voted me into this, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And just look, a huge vote of thanks.
Get your dancing shoes on, because we're about to take things to the next level. Please welcome the first musical guest for the night. They go by the name of DJ Kondo.
abavume sangonani sebefikile abafana badlule obelela kavuke kugijimeza komabona kude oh sangonani sebefikile abafana badlule obelela kavuke kugijimeza komabona kude oh sangonani sebefikile abafana badlule obelela kavuke kugijimeza komabona kude oh sangonani sebefikile abafana badlule obelela kavuke kugijimeza komabona kude oh oh abavule asidlule abafana badlule oh 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 abavumi asidlule yeah 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 oh oh yeah 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 oh 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 abafana badlule obelela kavume asidlule yeah 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 oh oh yeah 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 oh oh yeah 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 abavumi asidlule
heart skips a beat. My heart skips a beat. Heart skips a beat. My heart skips a beat. Wash me over, gentle waters. Help me follow my stream in this ocean of life. Life, life, life. Fish coming in different species. Another one of life's lessons. And at times my blessings seem few and far between. All these politics, I'm sandwiched in between. Yet the twins, good and bad, never cease to exist. My eyes are salty from the fear of swimming alone. Though heroes are born in adversity. Heroes are born in adversity. My heart skips a beat. 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 For what it's worth, I thought I should write you this letter. Maybe it might make me feel a bit better than this ball of destruction you were busy constructing in my mind, while all the while I thought you were kind. And yet I feel it again, this discomfort, this could it be you that is bringing the breakdown and the showdown of the rising of this queen? With rains of infinite passion you drown me in, just after the lesson on how I could be a better person. My heart skips a beat. 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 My heart skips a skips a heart skips a my heart skips a heart skips a heart skips a skips a skips a skips a skips a beat. Urongo. I urongo. I sana urongo. Urongo. I urongo. I sana urongo.
I'm in the mood. I feel so fresh and clean, nice and easy. I wanna go out. Tonight. The night time is the right time to have fun. I feel good. Come on. You are so far from me. I'm so happy. I'm in the mood. Whoa. Don't you try and bring me down. As we rejoice, clap your hands. As we dancing, clap your hands. When you get, oh, clap your hands. When you happy, clap your hands.
You ain't really down. You gotta be down, oh baby. You ain't really down. Down. Yeah, baby. Down. Yeah, baby. Down.
what you have on. There's no need for you to be afraid, 'cause I will be here. I'll hold your hand when you're ready to go. I'll take you there. Ooh, come on, baby. La 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 la. I'll take you to a place where we can lose ourselves. Our bodies hit the ground, we're rolling round and round, chest upon chest. You look into my eyes, I feel your soul come alive. Look into my eyes, release your love deep inside of me. Ooh,
was hoping to see you tonight. So I'm wondering and hoping as I see you tonight, if only one dance with you, just to dance the whole night through. You and me. Just to look into your eyes and feel that warmth, the love, the passion, the music, and the rhythm. Get really high just to be with you, baby.
Jack me till I start to scream.
I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, to get your smile. I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, to get your smile. I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, to get your smile. I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, to get your smile. I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, to get your smile. I was hoping you asked for dancing just to hold you, get your smile.
Jack me till I start to scream. Jack me till I start to scream. Jack me till I start to scream. Jack me till I start to scream.
You ask, 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 you ask. To get your smile.
See what I mean when I say we are all winners at this year's mpintshi Awards 2021? Let's get to know a little bit more of our finalists.
Hi, my name is Ntapi Fuyani. I'm the founder of Skillful Spaces, an organization that is passionate about developing an African child. Our programs are categorized into 4 things, which is just conceptual skills, technical skills, social skills, and the entrepreneurial skill. We run our programs within the art, technology, STEM space, and the whole idea behind it is to develop a child holistically. By holistically, I mean that bridging the gap between the opportunities that are available for the future of work and giving them the skills today to enable them to be able to do that in the future. Skillful Spaces has partnered with a lot of organizations, and the idea behind it is exactly that, bridging the gap and just exposing these children to spaces that they've never been to at an early age, so they're not timid in the future when they have to be in these spaces such as universities, the workplace, and how to professionalize themselves. Why do I think I was nominated? I think I was nominated because I am just an individual that is passionate about developing a child. I do not wait for resources or say I do not have the resources, but I go out there, make partnerships better, and give it our best, my best, to make sure that whatever program I'm currently designing and passionate about, it does come to fruition and that the kids are impacted. What I see myself doing in the future after being nominated here, I see myself continuing working with children. We do have some programs we'll be launching within the March and April this year. So I want to see myself being able that through this award and through this nomination that we can attract the right partners and the right people with the right skills to help us further in skilling an African child. I'd like to take this opportunity and thank the person that nominated me for this award for recognizing the work that I do within communities, even though sometimes you don't go around wanting to get recognition for what you do if you're passionate about it. But I'm glad that they saw it and they decided I'm fit for this. I would like to thank Live South Africa for taking the opportunity also to recognizing that there are a number of us young people out there trying to change how our society looks and helping our communities be better.
My name is Sipiwe Monde, and I come from the beautiful city formerly known as Port Elizabeth, right now known as Ikabeja, and I am representing the Just Solomon Readers Club. Purpose means finding what you're good at and running with it. What inspires me is knowing that I wake up every morning and there is someone that I'm going to change their life, that there is someone whom I'm going to impact their lives in a positive way, and that I'm going to leave someone smiling knowing that they're going to say, Uda Speech did that for me. I am where I am because of Uda Speech. I strive for perfection. I strive for seeing someone else happy. I strive for bettering the youth of my community. Why am I nominated? I was pleasantly surprised to hear that I was nominated, and I believe that I am nominated for the work that I am doing, and that someone has recognized that actually this person is doing something good and that it is worth to be recognized. I hope that I achieve a generation that will be an agent of change like I am, a generation that will also want to change the next generation, a generation that will also want to be a role model for the younger ones who are coming after them. Everybody deserves to be recognized. But I think why do I deserve to be recognized is I am doing this out of my heart. I am doing it because I never had someone to do it for me. I am doing it because of I also wanted a mentor. I also wanted someone to look up to, but never really got that person. Now I want to bridge the gap and be that person. But I also want to thank everybody who actually nominated me, and also thank Love Life for nominating me and choosing me amongst many other people who have been nominated. And I hope that we are going to take this one home. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Greetings to everyone. Sanbonani, Dumelang, Zuribon de Madekwana, Ralocha, Salamaliko, Molweni, Abusheni, Khwaidag. My name is Tabondwande, but those who love, adore, and cherish me, they call me Tamsanga78, hashtag the doer. I am the founder of an initiative called Help Tabo Feed the Nation. I am super excited and thrilled to be part of this awards, and it is an honor for me to be here. I believe that my purpose is to help people in need. Donating to the need is a great way to improve the condition in my community and my neighborhood. I believe that donating food to the worthy people helps counter poverty, hunger, and at the same time, it can improve harmony, friendliness, and trust amongst our communities. Giving is so important to me because helping others is not only good for them, a good thing to do it, but it also makes me happier and healthier too. Giving connects to others, creating stronger community and helping to build a happier society for everyone. And it's not all about money. We can all give our time, idea, and energy to make sure that we make change in someone's life. I'm not inspired by anyone. I am inspired by myself to do this thing because I wasn't told how it feels to go to bed with an empty stomach. I wasn't told, I haven't seen it. I have felt it firsthand. I know how it feels to go to school without food. I know how it feels to worry about your next meal at a young age when you're supposed to be focusing on being a child. I did not see it happening. I felt it because I know the pain. I know the struggle because I've been there, and it's not easy. It is totally not easy. This 2022, I strive for more change in people's life and to come 10 times more helpful than last year. I know that I'm nominated for this award because of the value I add and I have in my community, the impact I come with, and the inspiration I give to people's life at my age. I hope to achieve more this 2022. My plan is to make sure that at least 50 community members will have their own food gardening. Because I believe that feeding people today is good, but what about tomorrow? There is no guarantee that I'll still be there tomorrow. So giving them the skill to plant their own food is a dream come true to me. And that's what I'm striving for and hoping to achieve this 2022. I believe that giving them a fish, it's not enough. But I believe in giving them the skill to know how to fish their own fish. I believe that to be nominated because of Ubuntu, I deserve to be nominated because of Ubuntu that I have, that I practice and preach. I believe that I am who I am because of who we all are. Ubuntu speaks particularly about the fact that I can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about my interconnectedness, and I can't be a human all by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to give thanks to Hungry Lion for assisting my initiative, Mr. Jabulani Mabaso from Exchange Boat for assisting me in the skills of how to do gardening. My initiative team, thank you so much. We've been through thick and thin together, making sure that people get food every single day. I thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for contribution. And I thank you so much to everyone at large who has made sure that this initiative keeps on going. My time is up, and I thank you for yours. Rise, the spirit of helping people. Rise.
Hello everyone, my name is Tepiso Machato and I am a 20-year-old girl who's based in the north of Johannesburg in Diepsloot. I'm currently studying performing arts at FAME FET and pursuing my dreams in becoming one of the best world's TV presenters. And I'm actually a TV presenter at our local TV titled New North TV. The purpose behind the work that I do comes from inspiration that I told myself that I'm not going to succeed alone. I want to succeed with my fellow community mates. I want them to be recognized globally, and I want whatever that they do throughout their businesses, throughout the work that I do promoting their work. Actually, I'm doing it on behalf of them because not everybody is good in digital marketing. Not everybody is good in marketing their business and actually attracting more audience to actually find interest in buying whatever that they'll be selling. So I enjoy doing this, and as a brand I'm actually marketing myself. Remember, I said I want to be a world aspiring TV presenter. So last year during 67 minutes of Mandela Day, my brother and we actually gave out sanitary pads to the community, giving back, because bathi siyabusiswa isandla esiphayo than esamukelayo. So giving back to the community, it really means a lot. Not that ngizenza umngcono emphakathini, but I believe in that. The reason why I think I'm nominated is because I really stand out in the work that I do. I make sure that I, as a brand, represent other businesses, represent other people on behalf of the craft and the beautiful stuff that they do. So I'm striving to have my own non-organizational foundation, be one of the best digital marketers, and actually have that unique strategy on continuing on promoting other people's businesses without gaining any interest, but gaining more and more and more and more experience.
We are still taking over at the 2021 mpintshi Awards with me, Tabile TTO, where we are celebrating the young people in our communities all across the country doing absolutely phenomenal things. I did say that the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund have donated a whopping 20,000 Rand. And to give us a few words, we've got Dr. Stan Maposa, who is the Chief Programs Officer at the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund.
My name is Dr. Stanley Maposa. I come from the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, and I'm the Chief Programs Officer. I really appreciate this meeting that the young people are organizing, which is called the mpintshi Awards. Briefly, I would just say young people are not a problem that needs to be solved as society looks at them, but they are a potential that is waiting to happen. They are people that need to be given an opportunity to release the potential that is in them that will change the face of this country and the world over. And these mpintshi Awards are really exactly that we see pockets of young people that are doing great work in this country, and organizations like Love Life that are organizing these awards in partnership with other organizations, the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, the government of South Africa, and all other role players need to be looking at young people and being serious about not just the narrative that we see, but also the actions, as well as the funding that is associated with the things that young people are doing. So well done, all you mpintshis out there. We really are in support of you and would like to see you go forward. Thank you.
Continue to share all your comments across every social media platform. The official hashtag is hashtag mpintshi Awards 2021. Let's continue to get to know our last three finalists.
Hi, my name is Mzwaki Vilani. I'm a learner support agent at the Department of Education. I'm also a member of Ayole in Atteridgeville, which is affectionately known as Atteridgeville Youth Lekotla. I'm also a member of Youth Power Hub based in Kenya, but I'm here in South Africa as an ambassador. I'm also a former member of Siyakwazi Youth Network, Partners in Sexual Health, as an advocate for sexual reproductive health and rights for young people. I am happy to join you guys. So my purpose as a peer educator is to educate on contemporary socio-economic issues that are engulfing our society. As we all know, that Black communities are attacked by various social ills. But beyond that, I have created a club, a peer support group, which I am aiming to create a safe space for young people to safeguard the interest of young people, to say, how can I best prevent the catastrophe of the future today? Now, this peer support group is one thing that I've initiated with an intention to groom and develop responsible young men and women who are able to make informed choices, who are literate, who are able to be advocates of the future. Because the best way to prevent the disaster of tomorrow is to take the right tools today. You understand? So I strive to create a generation where we are HIV free. I strive to live in an environment where young men are able to be the voice, not only young women, but also the men. You understand? As I am creating this club, I've involved young men to say young men do not have a place where they cry, a place where they express themselves, a place where they are being valued and whatever they say is taken into cognizance. So through the club, I was able to achieve that. Through the club, I was able to create a safe space that enabled each and every learner to express how they feel and to come up with solutions towards preventing all these social ills from growing within the society. Honestly speaking, I think I was nominated because most of the people whom I came across as a leader have always valued the kind of work that I do. They have recommended me in various spheres to say, if I partake into this, I will definitely bring change. I'm hoping to achieve 0 pregnancies within the club. I'm hoping to achieve 0 HIV rates. I'm hoping to achieve a development of leaders who will be able to make informed decisions and to be the voice of others within the community. I think I deserve to be nominated given the track record of the kind of work that I do, given the background of what I've achieved in the previous years. You know, when I started precisely the peer club, I started with only 9 learners. And today I can count up to 100 plus learners which have joined. So thank you very much. I truly acknowledge. Amandla.
My name is Tsepiso Malema. I'm the founder and chairman of the Tsepiso Malema Speaks Initiative. The Tsepiso Malema Speaks Initiative is an initiative that focuses on bridging the gap between high schools and life after matric, and also fostering entrepreneurship in young kids from a young age. Well, I'm one person, I don't measure success by the amount of money or the luxuries a person has. I measure success by the amount of impact one makes. So my purpose is actually making impact and saving others. So that is why a lot of things that I do, they just based on making impact and just saving the community. Well, I was actually shocked when I got the message that I was nominated. It actually says a lot that our work is being noticed, and I believe we were actually, I was nominated because the work that we do speaks for us. Last year we've actually impacted over 2,500 matriculants, in the COVID era, because I was also, part of clients who were affected by COVID-19. So we actually, went all out and made sure that many matrics in the townships, especially in Tembisa, they're not affected. They still having the drive to actually achieve more. So what I'm hoping to achieve is actually impacting many lives. As I said, that the work that you do is mainly based on impact, and I believe in few years to come we'll be able also to give bursaries to those who cannot afford, and that's one thing that keeps me going. Well, I believe as a 19-year-old and looking at the work that I've already done with my team, it actually, it's like I always like reflect on the work that you're doing, and I also get surprised, So I believe, yeah, man, like the work that you do is just speaking for us, and it is getting noticed. And to the people that nominated me, I truly, truly thank you. I truly, truly appreciate you, and I will continue doing the work that I'm doing. So yeah, God bless to everyone who actually made this possible. And to Love Life, thank you for this opportunity of making me your mpintshi.
My name is William Mutupi, the founder of Reagile Indigenous Games Academy based in Tembisa, Gauteng. When I founded Reagile, the aim was to educate and train young people around Tembisa about the importance of traditional games and why we should preserve them. For the longest time, we didn't have school representing Tembisa in the games such as Coco, which is why as Reagile we took an initiative to start a program of school sports workshops. And up to so far, we have managed to reach up to 20 schools, and we have managed to train up to 50 educators. And up to so far, through this program, one school from Tembisa is currently ranked #1 in the province. And I believe that is the reason why the community of Tembisa took this initiative to nominate me for this mpintshi Awards. And I would really like to say thank you for the nomination. This serves as a motivation for me to continue being the agent of change in my community.
A big thank you to this year's mpintshi Awards 2021 sponsors being the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund and of course the New Love Life NGO Trust, which have come together to give us these awards and celebrate these young people. We are still taking over at the 2021 mpintshi Awards, and I'm your host, Tabitha, where we are celebrating young people doing phenomenal things all across the country in different communities. Now, you may be at home asking yourself, why did I not nominate my mpintshi? Well, the good news is the 2022 mpintshi Award nominations are officially open, and you can definitely do just that by hitting us up on social media. It is at Love Life NGO. Let us know a little bit about that mpintshi and what they're doing in that community. Remember, they must be between the ages of 10 and 24 to be considered for nomination.
Do you know a young person who generously and willingly gives off their time and effort? A person who helps others with their homework? The one who puts together activities to aid children with special needs in their community? Or Intwana Yasekasi, who is always helping Umagogo with grocery bags from Echekas after she's been to collect her pension? Maybe you know of Ubusi, Locheri, who's the community feeder, always putting together and organizing charity work that consists of feeding abantwana besikolo and the displaced? We call on you to nominate a mpintshi from your community who deserves to be recognized for their unsolicited service. That one who lives, loves, and encourages those in and around their community. It doesn't matter what form they do it in or what shape it takes. Sibafuna bonke.
Send your nominations to talk@lovelife.org.za.
The time has come for us to announce our top 3 mpintshis of 2021. You nominated, our judges audited, and the time has come for us to crown those 3 mpintshis. Holding down the number 3 spots and walking away with a cash prize of 2,000 Rand is Tepiso Malema.
Good day, everyone. This is your boy Tepiso Malema, Ntanako Kasi, Ntanako Ivory Park, Ntanako Mikuku. I'd like to thank everyone who made this award possible for the work that we're doing. This award is actually dedicated to my team at the Tepiso Malema Speaks Initiative. We are all mpintshis and we'll continue doing God's work. So yeah, it's all about the impact and continue supporting us and showing us love, because this is by the people, for the people. Away.
Holding down the number 2 spot and walking away with a cash prize of 3,000 Rand is Thabo Ndwandwe.
a dumeleng bathong sanbonani dumelang zuribo le madekwana re a lotšha salam alaikum molweni abusheni. My name is Thabo Ndwandwe, and I would like to thank everyone who made sure that I bring this award home. I love you so much and I appreciate you so much. I'm so excited for this award, and I'm gonna keep on doing great things, keep on pushing and making sure that we deliver to people who need help. Thanks to everyone who's watching all over the world this awards, and thanks to Love Life for your recognition, and thanks to whoever nominated me for this award. I don't know who, but thank you so much to whoever who nominated this award. You won't be disappointed.
And the number 1 mpintshi of 2021 is... Before we get to that top mpintshi of 2021, please help me welcome the Love Life call center counselor. She goes by the name of Udokas Mshayisa, and she'll be letting us in on the work that she's doing at Love Life.
I would like to congratulate all the mpintshis, the nominees for these awards. It's been a long journey, and we are very proud that you kept going with us on the journey, you know. Thank you so much, and congratulations as you are embarking on your journey. My name is Dorcas Ntlapo. I'm a psychosocial counselor at the Contact Center for Love Life. Today, as you are embarking in this journey, we'll be making a very big mistake as Love Life without giving you your take home. In this case, I would like to talk to you and to encourage you to check your mental health. You're gonna meet challenges on the road. I know you have previously, and as the journey continues, the challenges will be there. Some of the challenges, they're gonna make you feel overwhelmed, they're gonna make you feel stressful, you'll be having anxiety, you'll be having depression, you'll be even thinking that when am I gonna get where I'm going as a mpintshi, you know? So that's why this topic for me with you guys is very critical, you know. Mental health, it's your emotional being, it's your social being, it's how you relate to day-to-day pain, stressful situation that you encounter as a young person. And if you don't get checked or you are in check with it, you're gonna take that for granted. And when times goes on, you're gonna feel so very tired sometimes, or you just want to give up. I don't want to see that. You are the young people, you are the future of the generation that you are looking forward to. That's why we started with this journey with you, you know. So there are a few points that I would like you to take home with. Checking your mental health as a young person is the ability to check your positive thoughts and your negative thoughts. We all have that. We all have those moments. But you need to strike an ability to balance it, your negative and your positive thoughts. You need to be able to have that trusted person that you can talk to every time when you're feeling that now I'm out of petrol, I'm out of my debt, I don't know where to turn to. And the psychosocial support, it's your middleman as well for that, you know. And I also want to encourage you that in everything that you are doing, when you feel that there are symptoms, some of the symptoms of mental health, they become physical for you, you know. When your physical being start reporting back to you, your aching, your pains, your headaches, that those signs, do not avoid them. Don't put a blind side on it, okay? I know as a young person, you'll want to achieve immediately. You want to push more. You want to do more, you know, and because you don't want to disappoint certain people in your life. It's not about those people. The journey is about you, okay? You've done it before. You've sent videos, and you were all by yourself in that, okay? Mpintshis, I just want to remind you that you are not alone in this journey. Love Life's got your back. You can always count on us by sending that, please call me to Love Life and speak to one of the counselors. with any language of your choice. The number to use is to send a please call me to 083 323 1023. I've got 4, 5, 6 nyana tips that I just want to give it to you guys, ne? That you're gonna always remember as young people, as the impinches. One of the things that I just want to remind you is on your mental health. Remember, this is about your mental health, dealing with your problems that are arising on day-to-day issues, challenges as a young person. You need to focus in managing your emotions. Focus in managing your emotions. Number 2, you need to share your emotions with others. When I say with others, I'm not saying tell the whole world. Choose that particular person that you trust, that you know that when you disclose certain information on this person, they've got your back as well. Okay. Number 3, reduce your stress levels by solving problems. Don't allow the problems to pile up, ne? Because when they pile up, by the time they reach the ceiling, you wouldn't know which one to start, which one not to start, okay? Each problem is very important for you to deal with it as it comes. Number 4, see a counselor. I'll give you our please call me number where you can speak to the counselors for free, or you can seek other psychosocial or talk to the psychologist, the psychiatrist, which we can also link you to service for that if you send a please call me and talk to the counselors. Number 5, learn new coping skills as a young person on this journey. Number 6, you need to feel in control of your life. Remember, I told you that this is a journey and it's your journey. Ne? There is no rush in it. It's all about you and your achievements. As you've come this far in achieving these awards, you can still do it as you go along. Number 6, be able to make rational decisions, healthier choices about your life as well, okay? And being in touch with your emotions, I will repeat that one, especially being in check with your mental health. In everything else, I'm wishing you all the best in your journey. Thank you.
Good evening, mpintshi Chaka. My name is Morao Mutlatsui. I am an actress, a life coach, and future business and filmmaking extraordinaire. It is my honor and privilege to be able to address you here today. But why are we actually here today? Today we are here to celebrate a group of extraordinary young people who have managed to do what many people struggle to do. They have taken charge. These young people have decided to take the bull by the horns and become the change that they want to see in the world. Now, I'm not going to give you a long lecture because your presence here is already evident that you are on the right path. All I will do today is give you a few pointers on how you can keep pushing and going and fighting when things get hard. So, tip number 1, very few things can derail you from your values and your morals when you know who you are as a person. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? What are you willing to tolerate? How do you treat people, and how do you allow people to treat you? Knowing these things about yourself can make it a lot easier for you to see when other people are trying to cross your boundaries. Tip number 2, tlogelang batho ba tlo reng syndrome, aka what will people say, what will people think syndrome. This is the number 1 killer of most dreams. And guys, once you realize that the moment you let go of the expectations that people put on you and the limitations that they have of you, you will live a much healthier and happier life where you are able to help more people. Tip number 3, decide how you want to be remembered. What is the legacy that you want to leave behind? How far does it stretch? How many people's lives have you touched in a positive way? If you can decide the kind of impact that you want to leave on people's lives, it will be a lot easier for you to focus in and actually do what needs to be done to make that reality happen. Now, guys, if you'll indulge me just for a few moments, it's time for us to use our imaginations. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Now, I want you to imagine someone, anyone, someone who knows you. Now imagine that their phone is ringing. They go to their phone and they pick it up and they see that it's you on the caller ID. How do they feel? Are they anxious? Are they annoyed? Are they frustrated? Or are they happy? Are they relieved? Are they at peace? Sometimes the legacy that you leave behind is about how you make people feel. And one of the best legacies that you can leave behind is to leave people feeling like they were seen, they were appreciated, and that they were heard. Now, I would like to leave you with these final words. Today, you are the oldest you've ever been, and you are the youngest you'll ever be. So today is the time for you to be the best that you can be, so that you can make the best impact possible in the people you care about's lives. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have an amazing evening. Mwah.
The time has come for us to announce the top mpintshi of 2021. You nominated them, our judges definitely audited, and the time has come for us to announce that winner. The mpintshi of 2021 is William Mutupi.
I would like to take this opportunity and say thank you everyone for this award. I'm very much pleased and honored to receive this award. I've never thought that one day I'll be honored with a mpintshi award. Thank you to Love Life NGO for awarding me such an honor. Let me also take this opportunity and say thank you to Team Reagile Indigenous Games Academy and the Friends of Reagile Indigenous Games Academy. My effort were never enough if all of you guys have never showed me the best teamwork. Without the excellent performance from all of you guys, I wouldn't be here today receiving this award.
A huge congratulations to you, William, for walking away with that 5,000 Rand cash prize. Continue to do incredible things in your community. A big thank you to you at home for tuning into the show, and to our sponsors, the Love Life Trust, and of course, the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. We're doing this all over again next year. It is the 2022 mpintshi Awards. Don't forget to nominate your mpintshis across all our social media platforms. It is at Love Life NGO. I'm Tabile TTO, and it has been a takeover. Please welcome the one and only Fiso L Musica, who will be closing tonight's festivities.
Ngithanda wena nazizi inkomo zakho umalume
vula mulomo vula masango zingene simthathe lo wakho isiphonge enganeni amehle enganeni uyelo mntwana mina nyamfuna ngizomenza umabo shilo 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 shilo
Hlonipho ihlonanyoko Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Lizokisa mntana Hlonipha abazali Hlonipho ihlonanyoko Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Yobe batala Yobe hai hai yobe Yemfundisa iswakala Yemfundisa iswakala Yobe batala Yobe hai hai yobe Yemfundisa iswakala Ayemfundisa iswakala Hlonipha abazali Hlonipho ihlonanyoko Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Hlonipha abazali Hlonipho ihlonanyoko Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Ukuzinsuku zakho zandiswe Yobe batala Yobe hai hai yobe Yemfundisa iswakala Yemfundisa iswakala Yobe batala Yobe hai hai yobe Yemfundisa iswakala Yemfundisa iswakala
Masingita. 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 Ndakubana kudlaya mina ngona yi nikuvela kuyiva mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina ngona yi nikuvela kujola mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina ngona yi nikuvela kuyiva mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina ngona yi nikuvela kujola mina ndakubana kudlaya mina ndakubana kudlaya mina Oh my queen, ndakubana kudlaya mina. Oh my queen, ndakubana kudlaya mina. Masingita, wana mina. Masingita, yingiseli. Masingita, wana mina. Yingiseli. Masingita. Ndakubana kudlaya mina nikuvela kudlaya mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina nikuvela kuhemba mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina nikuvela kudlaya mina Masingita ndakubana kudlaya mina nikuvela kuhemba mina
Uyapeza potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Uyapeza la potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Uyapeza la potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Uyapeza la potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Sofia senza filini, stanza panini, smoscia spoleni. Sofia senza filini, stanza panini, smoscia spoleni. I need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. Need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. I need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. Need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone.
La paziawa, woza, sispromere. Uyabona simnandi si fresh, wena woza nabangani bakho. Sijive sigroove ayo, kushiya umntwana kumakhe next door. End of fire sifuna amaphepha sizojabule. Naba abantwana bafuna ushulela, isigubhu sevutha kukhalwa mamo. Sekudlala nofiso bashaya ngenamba, dedela webhuti, delela webhuti. Naba abantwana bafuna ushukela, isigubhu sevutha kukhalwa mamo. Sekudlala nofiso bashaya ngenamba, dedela webhuti, delela webhuti. Dedela webhuti, delela webhuti. Delela 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 webhuti, delela webhuti.
Uyapeza potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Uyapeza la potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Uyapeza la potatiba scelani.
Sekudlala nofiso bashaya ngenamba, dedela webhuti, delela webhuti.
Uyapeza la potatiba scelani, batasi toleni, emidoleni. Sofia senza filini, stanza panini.
Sekudlala nofiso bashaya ngenamba, dedela webhuti, delela webhuti.
Sofia senza filini, stanza panini, smoscia spoleni. I need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. Need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. I need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone. Need a light, need a light, need a light in anyone.
Dedela webhuti, delela webhuti. Delela webhuti, delela webhuti. 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 Yadela we puti, 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 yadela we puti.